Now, once again, Raymond Arroyo.
My next guests run the Guadalupe Radio Network, which owns and operates 14 Catholic radio stations, mostly in Texas, but they've just expanded into uncharted territory for Catholic radio, Washington, D.C. Here to talk about the launch of WMET 1160 AM and EWTN Global Catholic Radio right here in the nation's capital, please welcome Guadalupe Radio President Len Oswald and Vice President Toya Hall. Great to see you all.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Now, let's talk about this. First of all, how did you all first get into this radio business? I'm always intrigued. Having sat, I remember being next to Mother Angelica in 1996, where she sort of looked into the camera and said, if you all build the stations, I'll give you the programming.
And we heard those very...
Is that how it happened?
We heard those very words. People were bringing literature to us that Catholic radio was starting in the United States. They encouraged us to start, and with that challenge from Mother, you get the station, I'll provide the free programming. We did that.
Wow. And 14 stations, was that over a long period of time? How many did you start with?
We started with one, and we thought we were done. That was it.
Where was that?
It was in West Texas.
Okay.
We bought the second oldest station out there, Country Golden Oldies. We went from George Strait to Trait Catholic overnight. And it was just an incredible impact. In fact, we had made a pact with each other that if we ever got that station on the air, we were done.
Because that was it.
That was it. We were through.
Obligation.
It was
so
challenging.
Oil was $9 a barrel, and we were done. If we ever got that station going. But we repented when we saw the impact that it had in the community.
Wow, and 14 channels later, here you are, stations later, here you are in Washington, D.C. Why Washington, Len?
Well, we have two stations in Dallas, one English, one Spanish, two in San Antonio, one English, one Spanish. We were going to go into Houston, and 2 years ago, Toya was coming up to see her son who lives in Manassas, just outside here. And the Holy Spirit moved her in a way that caused her to feel we needed to come here. She shared that with me through daily Mass and adoration. I came of the same feeling through the Holy Spirit. And 2 years it's taken us to bring this to a culmination.
It couldn't have been easy, Toya.
It never is. It's like David taking on Goliath, going into a large market where you're a long way and you don't know people.
Yeah.
But, Mother Angelica says those little nudgings she used to talk about, pay attention to those little nudgings of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, but they ain't easy. I know it.
No, they're not easy.
She talks about those little, you got to follow those inspirations, but they take hard, sometimes it takes a long time to fulfill.
Yes, it does.
And Toya was moved late last year to approach a family. Again, the Holy Spirit, has been so involved in this. Challenged Toya to approach a family in Dallas, the Huffines family. Donald and Philip, his brother, and Mary Catherine, and they welcomed the idea of trying to buy a Catholic radio station here. So they bought it, and we're so grateful to them and to EWTN. Without the EWTN programming that Mother offered, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, that's the wondrous thing, that the programming is available for free, and that's what Mother wanted to do in 1996. And from a handful of Catholic stations today, I think there's 165 stations on the air, which is these are lay-run, non-profit stations, and it's really remarkable what's happened over the last few years.
Absolutely, but that programming that EWTN provides. You can go to bed at night, I say, and you don't have to worry about what we said on the air because it's excellent. It's right under the magisterium of the church, and that's right where we want to be.
And what do you hope to accomplish here in D.C.? I mean, this is obviously the nation's capital. There's a lot of moral issues being discussed here just about every minute.
Right.
What was the thinking of coming into this market?
The truths of the Catholic faith. What do Catholics truly believe? That's something I think in some places we've kind of lost, what we believe as Catholics. And that's what we hope to do. We call it, and we've always called it, Radio for Your Soul. Because that's what we're after.
That's our tagline.
Is saving souls. So that's the main purpose that we wanted to come here.
And Len, do you, in that challenge of building those early stations, what resistance did you meet on the local level? And I imagine you met a little resistance here.
Well,
I mean, this was kind of a multicultural station you took over, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. And some of the stations that we took over originally were Protestant broadcasting, and there was a real challenge within some of the communities.
One of the stations was Air America.
Oh,
yeah, in Dallas.
That
so
was
great.
one of the Dallas stations. There was some interesting phone calls.
Yeah, dump the station and send Frank into Capitol Hill.
That's
great.
it.
Thanks a lot, Toya. So what long term, what are you hoping to see happen here in D.C.?
Well, again, Radio for Your Soul, we are trying to allow people to see the truths of the Catholic faith so that, they will change their lives here on this earth, allowing them to end up, eternally with God.
And you're offering free programming time also to the local dioceses?
That's right.
Do you do that in every market?
Every market we offer that, because you want the station to have a local feel. And so we've offered that in every market.
Have they accepted here?
Not yet. We're hoping they will.
Okay.
So the offer is there, but what we want to achieve is to see RCIA classes grow. We want to see people who are non-Catholic begin to understand what the Catholic faith teaches and what we believe as Catholics, and to strengthen those who are faithful Catholics.
Very good. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
efforts, and we're here for you.
One quick request.
Of course.
We need a lot of prayer.
Okay.
We are in need of prayer to get us through this.
We need a lot of prayer. We need a lot of financial support. We need a lot of volunteers.
Okay.
And we got so many viewers and listeners, if you know somebody in Washington, D.C., and you're somewhere else in the United States, email them, call them, let them know we exist.
And it's Guadalupe Radio Network's WMET AM. It's 1160 AM on the dial, and it's crisp and clear. I hear it all the way on my way in from Virginia.
50,000 watts.
Yeah, pretty big station. 1160 AM here in the D.C. area. You can find out more about the Guadalupe Radio Network and its member stations by visiting grnonline.info. Thank you both for being here. Oh, .com. .com.
All right.
Okay. That is all the time we have, but there are a few little pointers here that I want to share with you. And as soon as that teleprompter rolls, I'll tell you what they are. You can find the occasional updates and commentary and supplementary articles. This is something new we're doing. For tonight's show, if you follow me at Twitter, twitter.com/Raymond Arroyo. I also have a Facebook fan page, and I'm always at RaymondArroyo.com. We want to keep you informed. I often get emails, where do I get this article? Where can I learn more? We'll send those links to you, so sign up, follow us on Twitter. And for those of you who forgot to get a Mother's Day present for your mama, the prayers and personal devotions of Mother Angelica is still in bookstores, and it makes a wonderful gift. You can find it in bookstores everywhere. For more information, you can also visit the website, RaymondArroyo.com. Until next week, we'll be scouting the world over for all that is seen and unseen. On behalf of the staff and crew of EWTN News, I'm Raymond Arroyo. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Thank you.